Thank you, viewers. Welcome once again in Thinkers Talk Show. As we have been saying, that this is where we believe that there is a positivity in every negativity. In our last episode, we talked about single parenting, and as we agreed in our last episode, that today we want to talk about the roles of our kids in the family, the roles of the ladies in the family, the roles of the boys in the family. Because many a times we find that our children are not doing anything in the family setup simply because maybe they are saying that they have not been told on what to do. And today we are blessed on the bench here. We have great people of God. We have a good family, and we have our brother also here who shall be sharing with us on the church perspective, and the family of our brother, Mr. and Mrs. Mbuthia also, who will be telling us much more about these roles. So to begin with, I just want to welcome them so that they may introduce themselves as we begin here with my brother, just to tell us his name, and so that we may be able to continue.
Hi viewers, I'm Julius Maina. More to that, I'm saved. Christ is Lord in my heart. I'm a minister. Karibuni sana to our talk show today.
Asante.
Hi viewers, I'm Eunice Mbuthia, Mrs. Mbuthia. I'm saved and a Mothers Union member.
Thank you so much.
Hi viewers, I am Charles Mbuthia Mushiri. I'm saved. I'm a family man, a public servant, and also a church elder.
Thank you very much, our viewers. As you have heard from them, I am your host, Allan, and I love the Lord as my personal savior. Our today's main theme is about the roles of the children in the family. And as we have heard, we have the family of Mr. and Mrs. Mbuthia here. And I just want to, first of all, just to give them this opportunity. Let them tell us if there are some roles that we should be giving to our children in our families. They have brought up their family in a godly way, and I believe that there is a secret which they were using. So welcome, Mr. and Mrs.
Hi viewers, I'm once again happy to be here, and just to say that as we are discussing about roles, I may say that roles were dictated long ago by the societies we lived in. And that is what has been copied by us and even our children. But due to civilization, many of the roles have exchanged. What was done by boys today are done by girls. What girls used to do, boys are also doing it today because of the civilization and the level of education. Let me say that some of the things which our boys do or our girls do, they do it because they have copied it from their older peers. And that is why you have seen in many areas, you may get some small children doing some cooking using small tins. You can get boys making go-karts. That is to associate themselves with what they saw it done. But I would say that in the current world, especially in urban areas, we may not have some of the things which boys used to do traditionally because of the urban setup. But you will see that especially in homes, girls are associated to do the roles which they see their mothers doing, and the boys do the roles they see their fathers doing. And some of them even can argue that I don't see my father doing this, so I should not do it. But us as parents, it is our duty to teach them that there is no role which is specifically to be done by a girl or a role specifically to be done by a boy. The reason being, when you are in school, especially in the college, you may be there, and since you are supposed to cook for yourself, you cannot marry at that age to have somebody cooking for you. So it is you to teach yourself how to cook, to wash your clothes, and the rest. Now, even girls, you are supposed to be self-reliant, depend on your parents, other than going to get somebody as your security, maybe a boyfriend, so that now you may be hoodwinked to get early marriage, which can now interfere with your education. So my advice here is try to learn what others are doing and to be self-reliant.
Thank you. Our kids should learn
To be self-reliant.
to be self-reliant.
Yes.
And they need to learn from their parents
Yes.
on what their parents are
Doing.
doing.
Yes.
But we have some kids who have been learning from their peer pressure and all that. And after learning from their peer pressure, they come in your house and they want to do the same, what they saw others are doing outside there. What do you say to them?
One thing is just to appreciate them that they are learning, but they should not learn the negative way. They should only get the positive things from those peers. And you as a parent, it is us to advise our children of what to do or what not to do.
Okay,
So it is our role.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Mrs. Mbuthia, can you tell us, are there some roles which you think that as a mother, the children should be doing, and especially with ladies?
Okay, let me base our discussion from the book, from the Bible. As the proverb says, teach the child the way to go. Now, msichana anakuona wewe ni mama wa kanisa, wewe utakagi mambo mingi, unataka kufanya kazi yako nini, that child will join you as a daughter. Watakujoin, wanakusaidia na kazi ya nyumbani, kwa sababu wanaona mambo yako yote iko nyumbani. Lakini ikiwa utakuwa na huko ije na huko, msichana wako tu atajua vile unafanyaga, naye atachukua tu hiyo njia. Lakini akiona njia zako vile ziko, to be sincere, as mothers we should know how to pray for our families. Na the way you pray for your families, hata mtoto anajua, kwa sababu you have to involve God in all ways in our homes. Uwezi ukafanya na nguvu yako mwenyewe. Kwa hivyo Mungu ataintervene, ataona hata hawa watoto ukimuongeresha, anaona kweli mom anakuanga sincere, so atachukua tu njia zako. But it comes when they are grown ups, it is another story. It is another story. Ndio nilikuwa nakwambia, it is only yesterday tulikuwa tunaongea na wamama at our age now. We expected our daughters to be doing all the house. So we are just helping them, una assist because of our age, you know. But imegeuka. Kitambo sisi hata tulisahau kukula chakula ya our moms, because uwezi ukakaa hapo, mama ako kwa kitchen for 2 hours akisimama. That was not the way. But now, wacha nikakuja nikaambia my daughter, siku hizi kwani kumekuaje? Watoto wasichana waweze wakasaidia wa mama, na vile tumechoka na kazi nini. Akaniambia, mom, time is changing. Hiyo ilikuwa yenu. Hiyo ilikuwa yenu kusaidia wazazi. Sasa mimi nikusaidia, saa ile niko available. Mujipange. Now you see, time is changing. Hata mimi nikashindwa la kusema, lakini nikaona kweli hii ni dunia ingine.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from our brother Julius here, maybe from the church perspective. Are there some roles that you teach the youths in the church that when they go home, they should do this and that? And you find that there are some houses where there are house helps.
Yes.
In such kind of cases also in the church, what do you teach the youth?
Some of these roles, a big percentage, they're just automatic. You being a boy child, there are some roles ambazo zinakuja tu automatic, unajua, these ones I have to do. Reason being, this is the way things are. But as a church, we are advocating so much that all children should have all roles within their fingertips, so that they can grow up as people who are holistic. We don't just teach them spiritual matters. Yes, spiritual matters are important, but we also teach them, once they get outside there, the world is different from the way the church is. Their families are different, and so they have some roles they need to play. So therefore we advocate for that, and it's our prayer as a church that each and every child should be able to do anything, any role any child can be able to play, because you never know what your future holds. You never know if a time will come, you have to leave your parents, you go to college, you have to cook for yourself, you have to wash your clothes. So a time comes, circumstances will force you, because at that point the father is not there, the mother is not there, the house help is not there. You are out there on your own. How are you going to make it? So as a church, we advocate that each and every child should be able to have and to know all the roles across the board. Another issue of the house helps. We do not say house helps are bad. They are good. But just as the word says, house help, it's somebody who's coming to help you. Allan, if I come to help you dig a shamba, simaanishi ya kwamba shamba ni langu lote nilime. Nimekuja kukusaidia. So as a house help, let's tell our young people that this is somebody who's coming to assist us, because majukumu yale tuko nayo ni mengi na hatuwezi tekeleza yote. That is why we are bringing somebody extra na tunamlipa aweze kutusaidia. Lakini si kumaanisha the whole work belongs to that person.
It is true.
So as the house help comes into the house, yes, she is meant to cook, but that doesn't mean that Mrs. Mbuthia's daughter cannot go to the kitchen and cook. She can, because the work belongs to the whole family. The house helpers just come to assist.
Yes.
And if we get that right, then we'll grow up our children in a holistic manner. In future, tutaona hayo matunda. When you find your son is on his own, your daughter is on her own, and she's still going on. Baka ile wakati itafika, I get somebody to marry, and then the roles will start changing. But before that, this child needs to know that. If you need marriage, if you want to have a successful marriage, if a child was taught and has those roles, hata akifika kwa marriage, kuna wakati atahitajika kufanya mambo mengine. For example, if you have a husband and a wife, and the wife is about to deliver, around the 8th month, huyu mama hawezi fanya kitu. Kuna wengine due to medical issues. Yes. Wewe kama the man of the house, you feel mama amechoka sana. What do you do as a man? You take over. You go to the kitchen. You wash the children, because she cannot. Lakini sasa, if this child hakufanya hiyo akiwa mdogo, when that time comes, what will happen? You get that? So that's our prayer.
So thank you very much. And I have a few questions that I want us to ask for the sake of our viewers who are watching us right now. We have said that our children will always learn from what we do as parents. And here is a case whereby you are a man of the house, and you know, as men, when we come from work, we feel that we are so tired. Now we sit there on the sitting room, or some even go to the bedroom. We go through the newspaper, or we just get something to keep us busy. And you find that also with the ladies, maybe there is a house help in that room, in that family, and you find that the mom has come, she's also just relaxed, watching the TV, and here is a daughter who is 18 years old, 20 years old, also have joined mom to watch the TV. So I want to ask a question to our guests that have come, both Julius and Mr. and Mrs. Mbuthia, that now each and every person is busy watching the TV. The house help is busy in the kitchen. Is this the way we should bring up our children, our ladies, our young men, that when they go to the house, they should relax as the house helps are busy in the kitchen? Julius?
I think the reality of the matter is that nowadays, especially in the urban setup, you find the husband is going to work, the mother is going to work, the daughter is also going to work. They have come, they have sat on the sitting room, and they feel they are tired. But the big question that we should be asking ourselves is this. You have this house help. She woke up 5 in the morning. Ameingia ofisi yake. The only difference is she did not go out there to another office. But you left the house and you went to an office. You left her in her office, your house. You did not leave her seated watching television. You left her doing some roles. Now, you've closed at 5 p.m. and you've come at home at 7 in the evening. She's still in her office. She has not closed. And she will close at 11. When everybody has eaten and everybody has done everything, she has washed the utensils, she sleeps the last and she wakes up the first. So the moment you have that in your mind, you have a reason not to come in the house and sit or sitting room as you watch the television.
So you are telling us that when mom comes home from work, she should just go in the kitchen and assist the house help together with her girl who is there in the house, so as to prepare this young lady for the sake of the future life. Because when they sit in the sitting room, all of them, this lady will be learning nothing. At the end of the day, kesho ataoleka na ataanza kuangaisha hata bwana yake sababu ajua atakupika. So let me hear from this wonderful family.
Okay. According to let me base this in a Christian family. As a human being, hata wewe mwenyewe, si unaona hata huyo msichana anachoka? Surely. Aliamuka mbele yako, amefanya kazi yake, jioni umupate. Surely we should assist that lady. She is a human being. Although wengine wanasema sinamlipa, hiyo ni kazi yake. Hata mimi namulipa, hata mimi ite pesa namulipa, naenda kufanyia kazi. But that is not the way, because amechoka, to be sincere. Hata mtu anasikia, anafikaga pahali unaona huyo msichana amechoka. So the minute you come in your house in the evening, you should assist that lady together with your daughter. Hata saa zingine unaambia msichana akae chini, aende afanye kazi nyingine, msichana wako wapi? Tupike na yeye. Kwa sababu one time si ataenda kwake. Na si ndio hawa wasichana ukikosa kuwalea vizuri, kuwaonyesha kupika ugali, akioreka ndio huyo. Mam, ugali inapimagwa aje kwa ugali? Bwana yake anamwambia apike githeri, hata ajui portions vile zinawekwa, the ratio ajui. Mam, nataka kupika githeri, inaanzagwa aje? But because you showed her at the beginning, atashindwa. Na ndio unaona hata nyumba zingine ndio zinaleta shida to our young couples. Unaona mtu ameoreka, imeishia hapo. Kwa sababu hakuna kitu anajua. Let's say kama msichana ameandikwa pahali pengine far from Nairobi especially, unaona weekend anakuja na bag imejaa nguo hivi.
Aoshewe.
Akalete house girl. Si anajua mama yake anako na house girl. Akuje aoshewe. Surely. Huyo msichana. Munaona kama ni material. So we have
Yes, now you have talked on the side of a girl.
Yes.
Me now I'll come to the boys.
okay.
Yes.
Boy child.
To me, I have been privileged to attend some many management courses, and what we have been taught is that a manager does not rely on anybody to do his or her activities. So you're even encouraged to cook for yourself and do everything. And you're also told that even though you have delegated, you are still in charge.
Yes.
Even though you have delegated, you are still in charge. So that is now to the mothers. They have delegated their work to the house help for a certain time, but they are still in charge. So if that houseboy makes food which is not presentable, it is you to take the blame.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
On the side of boys, I would not entertain my boys to sit down there and wait for food as I do, because they have not reached there. I would not make them marry early, and their time is not yet. So I should tell them that the house help has not been employed for you. No. It's for us, because we are old and we need to be assisted. So if it is you washing your clothes, you have to do that. If you want to make some tea, you should not tell the house help to make it for you. She is not employed for you. So I would teach them to be reliant, as I had said before, and not to see that they have somebody who is sort of a servant. I would want them to see that helper as as a sister.
As a sister.
But family. Not a servant or a worker. You see? And as my wife had said, if there are some cause which are supposed to be done by myself as a man of the family, I should take over. But not to depend on the house help. Okay. Or we can have even a servant boy in our house, not only a maid. Even house boys are there.
Yes. Yes.
You see? Yes. So if there are some work that house boy do, which I can do, I can take over.
Thank you.
That is what I can say.
Thank you very much. And we have scenarios whereby you find that yes, the house help is there. You have your ladies, you have your boys there, and the house help is very busy, even to an extent ya kupelekea mzee maji kwa bafu, na mama anakaa kwa TV ana watch, na house help anabeba maji na besheni anapeleka kwa bafu, anapatia hata mzee towel, na mama amekaa tu anatazama, na mama ako pamoja na msichana wake. I don't know, in that scenario, what can you tell us, Julius, in the family setup? Is that one okay? Both family setup and even in the church?
The church.
Yeah.
To me, that is not right. And many families have broken because of people not fulfilling their roles. You remember the first episode when you talked about the roles of a man and the roles of a woman?
Yes.
They are very much defined. If one of them fails to play his or her role and somebody comes in, hapo ndio inakuanga take over, sasa inaanza kukuja. You get that?
Yes.
The moment a lady does not fulfill the roles she's supposed to fulfill, like now you are saying the house help is taking water kwa bathroom. Let me tell you, for us men, we start looking things from another perspective. You get that? From a man's point of view. What sasa, you see me what I need somebody who is taking care of me.
Yes.
You get that? Now, if this role, mommy is shifting it to the house help, then what will deny me from eyeing the house help? You get that? So, to me, it's not proper. Just as Mr. Mbuthia has said, delegating duties does not mean you've given all your duties. When you delegate when you are away. But when you come back,
Yes.
you take charge.
Take charge.
So, if the mama is just seated there
With her daughters.
with her daughters, and the house help is getting the water and taking it kwa bafu kwa sababu ya mzee, it means the lady has accepted. Because at that point, she's in the house, she's supposed to take charge. She's the one supposed to do that. But if she delegates even that, what will stop her from the man from even delegating the house help to herself?
Yes.
You get that?
Yes.
So, at times it is good. We put things straight. We know kuna boundaries. Kuna mipaka ambayo haiwezi vukwa. Because once those boundaries zimevukwa, now the family we were trying to build up will come crumbling down.
Yes.
Tunaanza kujiuliza, oh, we looked for a house help to assist us. Now the house help has come to destroy us. But who are the people who gave her that leeway? It is us.
Yes.
Because we delegated some responsibilities, but when we came back, we did not take charge. So the failure is on ourselves.
Yes. So thank you. Let's hear from Mr. Mbuthia.
Just to add on what Marina has said, we had talked of a time maybe when your wife may not be able to do anything depending on the conditions.
Yes.
So as a man, that is when you should take that responsibility. Do that for yourself, but do not even allow a house help to wash clothes for you. You should do that. You can wash your clothes and even your wife's.
Yes.
Sindio?
Yes.
And if all is well, everybody is capable of doing what he is supposed to do, you should not allow that to start in your house. If you see that has started, you have to shout as a man. You have to say, I'm responsible, this will not happen here, and I'm the one in charge. Because prevention is better than cure. Don't let it extend, because it will bear fruits. So you take charge before, we call it proactive. You act before the action.
Before the action.
Sawa? So that is when you are supposed to be very keen on what is happening. So that means we men, we have to be very close to what is happening in our homes.
Yes.
Don't be somebody who is very far. You don't know what comes around in your house. You don't know what happens. You may come and see things have changed. And that is why sometimes you are advised. If you are staying far from your home as a man, you should try to book a space in your house. You may come one day and get that you have no space there. So you have to be very near.
Our viewers, today it is wonderful, and we thank God for the opinions that we are getting, and it is wonderful. And let me just ask a question again. Here we have a scenario whereby your daughter is 18 years old. The boy you have in your house is around 15 years old. And because you have a house help, and you find that they want to take all their clothes to give to the house help, to wash, even including even some clothes which other people should not handle in such kind of cases. And because you have a house help, you allow such kind of issues to happen. Are we really teaching our boys and our girls on the best way to go? Wakipeana hata manguo zao za ndani zioshwe na the house help, and leave alone even hizo manguo za ndani, hata manguo zao wenyewe, should they be giving to the house help to wash for them, ama ni wao wenyewe to prepare them because of their future life?
Okay, let me answer that.
Yes.
As a mother, you have failed. Ukiona watoto wako wakipatia msichana wa kazi nguo afue, kwa sababu these are they teenager or they are youth? They are youth.
Yes.
They are not even teenage.
Yes.
So you have failed. It is you who have failed as a mother, kwa sababu hawa unawa prepare in a few time to come, they will leave you. Kwa manyumba zao.
Yes.
Kwa sababu wakipata hiyo employment, maybe you are not near them, so they live on their own. So it is the best time you train them to be responsible, to be what do we call it? Wawe smart. Kwa sababu si already unawa prepare to get jobs.
Yes.
So mtu awe responsible, awe smart. Kwa hivyo hizo nguo lazima zivuliwe vizuri.
Na ni lazima wao ndio.
Even ironing. Asiambie msichana kazi hebu ni ironie hii shati haraka haraka.
Unapata kijana ametoka kucheza kuna jasho, ngozi kuna jasho, anapatia msichana wa kazi.
Lazima kuwe na boundaries sa kazi ya msichana na these youth we have in our houses. Let's train them. Yes.
Yes.
So yes, you have something.
I would say in a nutshell, you should not allow your children to command the house help.
Yes.
To take instructions from your children.
Yes.
He should be independent, whether it's a house boy or a house help or a house girl. He should be taking instructions from you parents, not from your children. In a nutshell, that is what I would say.
Yes.
So that now, there will be no scenario where your boy will be commanding the girl to
wash.
You see? And I had said it that you don't employ a house help to help your children. It's to help you. You as a parent.
Yes.
You see, that one I had said.
Yes.
It is you who wanted to be assisted. Due to that, you are very
busy.
engaged.
It's true.
Sindio? So, should not allow that girl or boy to be molested by your children. That is why you get some children are so proud that kwa wako na mfanyikazi. Hawafanyi hii na hii na hii. And you see, if they develop such a character, they will be very stubborn.
Yes.
In the future, they will get a problem because they will always be needing to be assisted in anything, even in easy things. So that is the point.
The point.
They should not get, the house help should not get instructions from the children.
Yes.
Yes.
So in other words, you're saying we need to have one center of power,
That
one
is the
command
thing.
center,
That is the thing.
which is now the parents.
That is the
Because
thing.
at the end of the day, they're the ones who go into their wallet and they pay this.
Exactly.
So if there is anything to be done, it must come from State House up there. The father, the mother.
Yes.
The rest.
And also, and add here,
Yes.
if there is any MOU,
Yes.
it was between the parents
The parent and the house help.
and the household. There was the children were not there, so they did not know what did you discuss.
Yes.
They know nothing.
Yes. Thank you very much. And there is something that we have been seeing in the families today. This we call stubbornness. Unapata watoto wako so stubborn ya kwamba inafika pahali hata hawezi wakaambiwa kitu. Ukimwambia fulani si uende kwa jikoni upike. Simam si kuna fulani atapika. Fulani si uoshe manguo. Mami wewe unajua nikiosha manguo huwa nagonjeka. Just an excuse. Some of them wanna spend the whole day even in the house na nyumba iko chafu. And they are grown ups. What can you do as a parent?
Now, let me say that it is quite worrying. It is quite worrying.
Yes.
Because through experience we have seen that some children tend to hear their peers more than their parents. You may assign your child a specific task to do at a certain time, and you may think that the task is being done, only to realize that the boy or the girl has vanished. These days they have phones,
Yes.
So you may call. Kwani ulienda wapi? Niko hapa Maria nakuja. That is the language.
Yeah.
Meaning they don't heed to your instructions,
Yes.
they heed to instructions from their peers.
From their peers.
From their peers.
Yes.
Now, when this happens, because it is happening, it is us now to sit with these children, because we are told that beating your children may not solve any problem. So it is to keep on instructing, correcting, even playing with these children, and showing them that where you are where you are because of how you heeded to the advice of your parents.
Your parents.
So that they may come up from there.
Yes.
But that thread is so much in the society.
It is so much.
So much.
Yeah.
And no child would wish to do a work which may be hard.
Yeah.
They just want smooth riding.
Just smooth landing,
Smooth riding.
right work.
Yes, right work,
Yeah.
but they need money. Sasa itatoka wapi? So hiyo ndio ile shida iko. And that is why you see, and me I've seen it even in the organizations. People are tending to employ older generation
Than the younger
The
generation.
other generation.
sorry to say that,
Yes.
Felix,
Yes.
but that is what is being done because you have weighed that if another person comes here and be given specific tasks, he
He
or
does
she will do it
Better.
exceedingly.
Yes.
But a young man will have phones kwa
yeah,
masikio
phones.
huku and he only does that work when somebody is supervising.
He's supervising.
Cannot supervise yourself. So that is the problem we are having. But since we have organizations, and the most important organization is the family. We have to start from there,
Yes.
from the family,
Yes.
so that we may give what we have, tell them what is waiting for them, tell them the world is very harsh, for them now to change. Yes.
Okay, let me add this, and it is an advice to mothers. You find that the youth comes in, and the mother, you have prepared ugari for the supper. Kijana anakuja anapata ni ugari, anaenda tu kwa kiubu yake, unaona. Sasa amekataa hiyo ugari. Sasa wewe mam, hapa na kwa kazi yako, unaona wacha uprepare kamchere, mtoto asilaleja. Unamuka haraka, unatengeneza kamchere haraka, unaenda kuita kijana kwa kiubu yake, akuje akule. Only to find that, ako tu kwa
simu.
Yeah, ako starehe. Unamuishi. Anaja, lakini unaona we have gone an extra mile.
Yes.
Kuprepare the kamushere. Mtoto asilareja. Wacha arareja. Kwa sababu what goes allowed comes allowed. Hiyo utaipata tu. Hata akienda kwake.
So that's why we have lazy children.
Exactly.
In the family. Na tumezoea kuwaita mom, dad, and all that. So
make sure as a mother what you have prepared, even githeri akure. Utampeleka hospitali the following day.
Yes. Yes. That is what we call pampering. And it is very bad. You get to a point, you see as a child develops, mtoto akikua, kuna those ages ya kupampa. 1, 2, 3 years old. Lakini kuna mahali inafika, hiyo unakata. You don't want to eat. Yes. Why? I'm not eating githeri. Now do this. If you want to eat mchele, you go work, bring the mchele, then cook it. It's okay. But so long as you are under my roof, if I am eating the githeri, na mimi ndio nimetafuta, who are you not to take the same?
Na akikwambia anajua rights zake kama mtoto, what do you do?
There are no rights. There are no rights there.
No, when you come to the rights, you have not abused any rights.
Yes.
mtoto.
Anaona umemcommand, umemdictate.
Hiyo
Anakwambia ako over 18.
that is true. You are over 18, then you are also capable of being employed. So get out.
Employed and eat what you want.
And employment does not mean that you are employed by somebody. You can be self-employed. You can sell things. And you have your own money.
And you eat what you want.
You eat what you want. You have an ID. So you are no longer a child.
So such kind of scenarios, we should always avoid them in our family setups.
Of course.
Also, thank you very much, our viewers. As we said before, that we shall be talking about the roles of our children in the family. And we thank God so much because of this wonderful session. And just before we wind up, I just want to give them just a minute, just to give us just the last word, just 2 minutes, just the last word that you have to our viewers, so that the parting shot, so that as they go, they should always be thinking on what to do.
Yeah, I wish just to say this as the parting shot. We say that history dictates the future. So we as parents, we should know that the way we raise our children, in the future, that will be their past. And that past will dictate their future. So if you want good things for our children in the future, let us deal with them when we are with them. So that in future, the future can be right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. My word is for the parents. We parents take our position. Yes.
The parents should take their positions.
Exactly.
Thank you. Also, my parting shot will be that we should be self-reliant, in the sense that you may be married, but you may get yourself single. You may be a woman and get yourself single. Maybe God forbid, maybe death. So you have to teach yourself to do the work which is done by women. If you are a lady, you should also take care of whatever may be there in a family. So this should not be divided that this is your area, this is my area. We should take over as the head of the families, we, man and wife, and our children to be taught to be self-reliant.
Thank you very much. Our viewers, as you have heard, we thank God so much because of this far. And it is our humble prayer that we shall continue being together as you be part of Thinkers Talk Show. This is where we believe that there is a positivity in every negativity. The parents, you have heard that you should teach your children. And the children, you have heard that you should be self-reliant for the sake of the future and for the sake of your life. So thank you very much, our viewers. Until our next episode, may God bless you so much, and we wish you God's blessing. Thank you so much, our viewers. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.